Alright guys, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's see here. Let me turn this down a little bit. Alright. Love your imperfections. I'm sure you've noticed that humans are imperfect. We make mistakes. We're works in progress. And while most of us strive effortlessly to make ourselves perfect, I've yet to meet a human being without flaws to the degree that we're able to love and accept ourselves in spite of our imperfections. We'll be able to extend this love and acceptance to others. And the more we love ourselves and others, the more easily we'll manifest the things we desire most in life. Self acceptance is the most generous gift we can offer ourselves. This week, make a list of all the things you've disliked, resisted, or judged the most about yourself. As you read over your list, pause before each item and say to yourself, I am worthy of my own love and acceptance, and even though I blank, for example, I'm worthy of my own love and acceptance even though I'm 25 pounds overweight. I'm worthy of my own love and acceptance even though I don't have a job. I'm worthy of my own love and acceptance even though I feel lonely. Read your list each day, pausing after each statement to breathe in your words and move to the next item on your list. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these like normal, and I will speed them up for you. Alright, so we're starting off with this. Why do I want the relationship I want? Think about what you want in a relationship and why you want it. Look for those around you who are experiencing good relationships and feel appreciation for them. Make lists of all positive aspects for those good feeling relationships you have spent time with. In fact, one of the fastest ways to make your way to a wonderful relationship is to find any subject that consistently feels good, even if it has nothing to do with relationships, and focus on that. You guys have a lot of orange and a lot of pink here, which is amazing. Orange, yellow, and pink, because it's happiness. It's finding your happiness and, you know, being grateful and standing in that. And we're going to go ahead and go with pink, okay? Allowing appreciation. The value of my life increases each time I appreciate everything in it. Allowing. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment, to what's needed, that can come, what's coming next. Okay, so that's like accepting what is coming, like the death card. It's allowing and something new that's coming into our life, because our life is going to transform and change, you know, and we're going to grow, and that's why we are here, you know. We have many things that are going to change in our life, throughout our life, because we have a purpose while we're here. And sometimes we find that purpose early on, and sometimes we don't find it till later on in life. And sometimes just being here and loving the people that we have in our life is our purpose. You know? So, but we have to allow that. We have to stand in that and who we are, and allow what's coming in next. Sometimes we want to hold so tight onto something and we don't want to let it go, when God is showing us holding on to that thing is hurting us. And we want to hold on to it because in life we're taught don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. But every now and then it's not giving up when it's has to do with self-love and what it is that you need to be okay, and God knows what is in the big picture. We can only see, in the now, but God knows what's in the future, in the whole picture. And we got to trust that He's going to bring us what we need next, and we got to show gratitude for that. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. So this is saying that some people could have been feeling like they had no one there for them, or they didn't have, support. But this is telling you, you may not always see who's supporting you, but there are going to be things that we can't see in life. Just like the story of God can see the bigger picture. Sometimes there are people that are supporting us that we don't even know are supporting us. Sometimes there are people like a million miles away that can support us more than the people that say they love us every day. That's how you find your soul tribe. Your soul tribe is the one who's going to be there and support you no matter what, because they've been there. They've gone through the struggle. They know what's coming next. And they can help guide you on your path. Spiritual protection. I allow life to flow through me like a river. Its flow washes me clear of debris while bearing to me the silt for richer growth. I accept the blessings of my own expansive nature. And that's also the growing and the, allowing the new to come in and releasing the old. Happiness is my birthright. And this is the one that we had. I think we had this one actually last week. And we had this one, I know, last week. Surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. And surrender to your full power. Your life is calling you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. And here's the thing, sometimes we tend to forget that when we want to manifest something, we put it out into the world. We ask God for it. And a lot of times what we want to do is we want to ask God for something, and then we want to be there to control how it happens. We want to be there to overlook how it happens, the way that it happens, the time that it happens in, where it's going to happen at, instead of just being in the now and being present and allowing things to come as they are meant to and as they are supposed to. And so this is saying ask, and then for once just release it and allow what's meant to come. And we allow what's meant to come by trusting in the divine, in spirit, in God, in our angels, in the ones who are going to bring it to us. We ask, and then we allow them to bring it. And we can only allow them to bring it when we trust. And to trust, we have to fully let go of something. And what is meant to be will find its way to us. Okay? And I got this here. 3 cards came out, and I was going to put them all back, but something told me to let you guys decide and just read all 3. And then I guess I'll put timestamps. Okay. So here is your first choice. I'm not going to show you the words. Just look at the picture. Choose your oracle card for this week. This one. Number 2. and number 3. Which one is speaking to you more? Which one, when you look at it, do you feel something on the inside? I'll go through them again. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Alright, if you chose number 1, your oracle message is the Galactic Healer. We exist within a multiverse with multiple realities. Anything is possible if we set our mindset accordingly. Reaching beyond limitations of what is currently visible to us enables humanity to continuously evolve as a species. Sacred symbols, ancient art, architect, and medicine have been inspired by astrological phenomena. You may find yourself searching for knowledge on ancient healing practices, energy work, or light-based information such as DNA coding, energetic downloads, sacred symbols, and self-healing techniques. Self-healing is what we're doing now. A guiding hand of a star or galactic healer can facilitate profound healing. Experiencing frequent ringing in the ears, unusual hot flashes, or perhaps knowing answers to questions you have little experience or knowledge of will take focus as you adjust to this higher resonance. Born healers and psychics may experience deep soul activations as galactic healers are present in your life right now. You may feel particularly connected to Pleiadian. I know this word, I just have a hard time saying it. Okay, so Orion and Arcturian energy, and it is strongly recommended you discover more about the connection now. Honor your own connection, for as at last this may identify why you have felt so isolated and misunderstood in life. You may already feel strongly connected to the times of ancient Egypt, Atlantis, or the ancient Lemura. Now is the time to reawaken your inner knowing and the ancient knowledge that already resides within you. Know that a deep awakening is occurring now, and you must acknowledge how far you have already come in this journey of life. While remembering past life experiences can be advantageous to understanding our psyche, it is important to remember that you can only integrate healing towards this level in the present moment through conscious thought. Try not to get lost in these connections. You must remember that your time now is in the present, and you must incorporate and embrace these aspects of you if you wish to further your understandings of self and share healing and knowledge with others. Okay, your crystal for the week is Moldavite, and your angel that is helping you is Archangel Raphael, which is saying that you have deep physical, emotional, and spiritual healing that needs to take place. Your affirmation for this week will be, I reawaken my soul's desire to learn and grow beyond existing limitations. And that was for card 1. Okay, if you chose card 2, your oracle card is Spirit Messages, or Spirit Animals. And it says, observe limitations. Reflect and adapt to your surroundings. The beautiful hovering hummingbird is a positive animal totem. It is simplicity and seemingly effortlessly glide across the flower gardens remind us to take things slowly. Often believed to float above realms, hummingbirds are light bringers. Their healing hum encourages you to open your heart and receive love in your life. The hummingbird can travel large distances despite its small size and has the ability to fly backwards, reminding us that no matter where we are in life, we can always take a few steps back and try again. Being willing to step back and see things differently in order to take in the sweetness of life is all a part of the hummingbird's blessing. The hovering wings of a hummingbird move in an infinite loop. The figure 8 patterns, the symbol defined as the unending sequence. This powerful symbol represents endlessness, the infinite life of the Spirit. Right now, you have the Spirit guiding you. There are many messages around you that are waiting to be acknowledged. Pay attention to specific encounters, as these special meetings will bring confirmation from the spirit realm. Know that right now you are being visited by past loved ones. They are asking you to be observant of the signs they are sending you on a daily basis. Be aware of these moments as your mind wanders to nostalgic memories from the past. You may be visited by loved ones while you are lucid dreaming. Keep a handy journal next to your sleeping space so you can record these moments immediately. Please acknowledge these signs in communication with love and gratitude, as it takes a great deal for these energies for these special encounters. The beautiful hum of the hummingbird inspires magic and joy to all those that witness these joyful encounters. If you witness the flight of a hummingbird, know that luck and positivity is on its way. Okay? So your sacred crystal for this week is the moonstone. And your angel is Archangel Phainiel. And he is bringing hope, eternal wisdom, and heavenly guidance. And your affirmation for this week will be, I am ready to receive confirmation from my spiritual team now. And that was for card 2, the hummingbird. Okay? And for card 3, you got, now you can have picked more than one, but this is the last one, spiritual evolution. Okay? Set your heart free. Forgiveness and compassion is needed now. Set your heart free. Expansion goes together with spiritual evolution. Without the process of expansion, one cannot evolve spiritually. Expanding the heart and mind allows you to live in a more wholesome and loving life with compassion, tolerance, and acceptance. There is no denying the learning through life's process and experiences. Good and bad experiences alike encourages soul growth on a positive level. Like a caterpillar to butterfly, individuals must go through their own transformations if they wish to excel, achieve, or move forward in life. Seeking something better in the future requires a little faith in yourself. You can't always have everything straight away. Long-lasting success takes time to build. Evolving the spirit requires an individual to empty their spiritual backpack, taking out and removing experiences that are holding you back in life. Healing past issues, addressing karmic imbalances, and creating a balanced mind and body are all a part of this process. Evolving the spirit takes time. It is a gradual process in which you need to do the work on yourself to achieve long-lasting effects. Right now, forgiveness is required if you wish to move forward in life. Sometimes you must accept an apology you know you may never receive. Forgiveness will set your heart free from an invisible control that has been existent over this situation. Forgiveness does not mean you will forget what has occurred. It means that you can live without controlling your life. It means you can live without it controlling your life any longer. Remove any past emotional or physical ties that are no longer serving you in the here and now with love and gratitude. For that has brought you to this point in your life where you are ready to change and let go of the past. Open your heart to your soul's calling. Your soul is calling you to be free. Okay? And your crystal for this week is the Tibetan quartz. And your angel is Guardian Angel Samiel. And he comes to bring health, energy, vitality, and healing from past trauma. Your affirmation for this week is, as my love and experience grows, the consciousness of my spirit evolves. And that's evolving. So each one of these, so that's probably why you had so many messages here. One, you had to allow the change. Okay? The other one, you are being protected and watched. And the other is telling you to step into your power. Okay, so you've got all of these here. So this is for you for the week. So this is a lot of you guys are probably on different levels right now, and that's okay. There's no right place or wrong place. There's no good or bad in healing. There's only healing, and all healing is good. And sometimes healing is hard, so hard, but the end of it is peace, is being in a part where you feel free from all of the negative that has weighed you down, or the things that people have said, or the things that people have done, or the way that they've acted towards you, or the things that they've said about you. You know, it's releasing all of that and just letting it go and just being happy. Look at her. She's released it all, and she's open, and she's just happy. See all that yellow and orange? It's just a spirit telling you, you know, they're watching out for you. You can let go, and you can trust that you are right where you are meant to be. That the imperfections that you feel may not be imperfections at all. You may have just be judging yourself by the scale of the world. But I've always thought of, never tell someone not to do something, because God could have been waiting this long for someone to do that exact thing. Or don't tell someone to not be this way or to not be that way, because God may have been leading that person to be that exact way, to stand in who they truly are. And I feel like right now, the age that we're in, we're teaching everybody to like pretend to be someone that you're not, because weird is not okay. It's not acceptable. It's an imperfection. But I see weird as beautiful, as unique, as something that is inspirational, because you're able to step out of this box that the world has put in and be who you are, and bring to the world this one specific thing that only you have the ability to bring. The more rare something is, the more valuable it is. Everybody could be bringing, you know, an entree to dinner. But if you are the only one that brings the dessert, yours is going to stand out, because everyone will have just got so tired of that entree. Every now and then, the world needs that dessert. They need something different. They need something to come in and shake up their life. They need something or someone to come into their life and help them see what they've not seen before, to help them grow. You know, just like Jesus, you know, he came in and he showed the world, you know, what they had not seen, what they through eyes that they had not seen it through, and he helped guide them. You know, everybody could be a Thomas, a doubting Thomas, but someone had to stand up and stand in the faith and surrender to their full power. Just like Jesus. He knew what was coming for him long before it came, but he still stood in his power anyways. And sometimes people think standing in your power is getting rid of your vulnerability, but actually it's the complete opposite. You stand the most in your power when you stand in your vulnerability, when you stand in knowing that you aren't perfect to the world. You aren't perfect to your neighbor or to maybe a lot of your exes, but to who you are meant to be and who you're meant to be with. You are perfect because God made you with these certain characteristics. So when you come to your person, your true person, that those characteristics that you hate or that the world hates, maybe that characteristic is what that person has been looking for their whole life. And if we are pretending to be something that we're not, how is that person going to find us? So this week I feel like we're being told to be who we are, to be grateful and appreciate who we are and what we are at this current moment, and allow God to come in and take all of it. And I mean all of it, not just some of it. Allow God to take all of it and trust and give gratitude and be thankful and be appreciative to everything that you have in the now. Because sometimes what we're focusing on is a relationship. But as this card says here, why do you even want this relationship? If this relationship or this person or whatever makes us feel that we are not good enough or we're not worthy enough to even be in their presence or to have their attention or to just be in the same place as them, why would you even want that? Why would you not want to just be happy? And God is telling you, you are being spiritually protected and you're being guided by your spirit guides here or your spirit animals. Because God tells you, you have your spiritual protection because happiness is your birthright. God Himself created you, which means that you are a child of the one true King. You are the one who is supposed to reap the happiness and the benefits and inherit all of that He has worked so hard for to pass down because He loves His children, His chosen ones, His divine, His heirs to the throne with Jesus Christ, you know? So just this week, as it says there twice, allowing appreciation. Let it be. Just let it be. I hear this song now. Find the good in you. Find the thing that makes you unique. And be that. And then allow the outcome to be what it'll be. And because I feel like only then will you find your true tribe. Will you find the people who truly love you for who you are, so you don't have to feel like you're begging people to care for you. So you don't feel like you have to change who you are 100% for someone to even care about you, for someone to accept you. And I'm not saying there's not going to be times where you may have to step away because maybe there's something in your life that you need to fix. But in time, in divine timing, if it is meant to be, it will be. But within the time, the downtime, you've got to trust and allow God to work for you. Because everything that happens is not what happens to you, it's what's happening for you. Sometimes we think that the bad things that come in and that happen to us are like such a negative thing, and we live in the victim mentality of, why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me? Like, especially if we've lost someone, we want to say, why did this happen to me? But did we really look at appreciating and giving gratitude for the time that we did have, and being grateful for what we did have, because God still gave us that. It wasn't what's taken from us, because what's taken from us we will once again meet up with in the air. But it's what is given to us and shared with us, and we are meant to be grateful for the time that we do have and appreciate those while we do have them for who they actually are, and not who the world makes them want to pretend to be, but who they truly are, for their weird quirks and the strange things that they do and the awkwardness that they are. We need to realize it's what has God done for us, because He gave us that. He doesn't always promise that we're going to have it for an eternity while we're here on the earth, but He gives it to us while we need it. Sometimes God sees the bigger picture, and sometimes He knows it's better for those people to go because they are being protected, because it is time for them to take flight and change and transform. It's time for them because they've done what they were supposed to do here. And it's time for them to reap their blessings. And one day, in divine timing, we will meet with them again. But instead of looking at the negative as of, why me? Why did this happen to me? This week we need to focus on the thank you, God, for what you do for me and for the things that you do give me. And I'm going to trust you going forward to lead and guide, to guide my steps as I'm paying attention to all the signs that are around me. And I'm opening myself up, and I'm paying attention, and not just the physical, but in the spiritual world too, as I look up to the light. And I give appreciation for everything, because the things that the world think are imperfect are the things that you think are perfect. Because you think that we are good enough just as we are. And you loved us so much that you didn't just give us life, you also gave up your son so that we could have eternal life forever. So that he could come here and teach us a lesson that will help change our life forever. That helped us by being a catalyst in our journey, in our walk, in our path of who we are meant to be. I know some people hated him, as most will hate us for standing in our true power. It's not because we are wrong. It's because they are afraid of their light, and they are afraid to step out and be who they are meant to be. But it's only by example can we teach others that it's okay to be weird and be yourself and be who you are meant to be, because you have a purpose, and you can't fulfill your purpose by following everyone else. Sometimes you're meant to stand out from the crowd. Sometimes your road is harder. Sometimes your life is shorter. Sometimes your life is longer. But your amount of time here is going to give you the amount of time that you have to do things that you are being called to do for your purpose, to stand in your light, to find your power, to find who you are, to realize that you are beautiful and amazing and perfect just the way you are. Even the word itself, look, imperfection, what if you split it apart, it says I'm perfection. I'm perfection. Remember, God does not make mistakes. God is perfect. God does not make mistakes. And if you think that you are imperfect, you are telling God that he made a mistake. But he didn't. He made you exactly the way that you are supposed to be, so that you can fulfill your purpose here. You have the right color hair. You have the right color eyes. You have the right height. You have the right weight. You have the right job. You have the right, whatever it is, house, home, whatever you want to call it, for the person who's meant for you. If someone doesn't appreciate you or accept you for who you are, then maybe this is God telling you it's time to release and trust that what's meant for you will always be for you. God does not make mistakes. You are not imperfect. You are just ruled by the mindset that you have been taught by this world, that imperfection has to be ugly. It has to be something that is not okay. But it is okay, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. It's okay to be weird. It's okay to be strange. It's okay to be unique. Because the world will get tired of the same old, same old. And when the world does, they're going to look at you for guidance, to see how you were able to stand in your own power and to be who you were and how you were not afraid to do it. And do that. Show them it's okay. It's okay to be you. It's okay to like things that everybody else hates. As long as you do what you love and you create the story that was meant for you. Don't repeat someone else's story, because you won't have the same ending. My exes used to always say to me that saying, and I love science and I love Einstein and everybody, And so it's a really logical saying, which is, if you keep doing the crazy is doing the same thing, expecting the same results. But I always told my exes, don't compare me to your exes, because there is a variation, there is a variable in this equation, and that's the person who's standing in front of you. You can't compare your new person to your last person. Even if they do the same things, it may not be for the same reason. The variable is the person that is standing in front of you. The variable is the heart and the soul that was meant for you. The next one that was there. You will have karmics keep coming in and keep coming in and keep coming in and teaching you this until you learn it. So learn the lesson so you don't have to keep going through these karmic lessons and hopping back on that karmic wheel and reliving all the past pain, when you can just let go and let God. If it's the right person, it will just be, because they will be there, because God knows who's meant for you. He will lead the right person to you at the right time, as long as you trust in Him. And you are grateful for the ones that came before, so that they can teach you that. That's one of the things that bothers me so much, is that people will straight up down every one of their exes because they weren't perfect for them. Why? Why would you do that? You literally signed up to have these people come into your life to teach you a lesson. Don't bash them because you have not learned your lessons yet. Don't talk bad about the people that you said that you loved. And I'm going to be the first to admit that there was a time when there was a person or two that hurt me to a point where it hurt so bad that, yeah, I whined and I complained and I was upset about it, but I would never turn around and straight up bash someone, especially behind their back. I'm more the person that will straight up say it to your face. If I'm saying something bad about you, you know. If I am not saying it, if you think I'm talking bad about you and you haven't heard it come out of my mouth straight, I've not said it. You're just making it up in your own head. But these people they are coming into your life to teach you something. They're teaching you possibly that you're not living the life that you are actually supposed to be living. You're not being your authentic self. And this week I actually saw a raccoon as I was driving, and it had been hurt. Okay, it had been killed. So the saying of that is, it's time to remove the masks and stop pretending to be someone that we're not. I don't care if you want to hide your face. That's not what we're talking about. The mask, this isn't like a physical mask. This is a spiritual mask, or a mask that we try to put over who we actually are. It's not our appearance. It's who we are and who we are meant to be. Stand in your true power. Don't worry about what you look like, what you sound like, the way you act, the way you walk, the way you talk. The Bible taught us 100% God will use anybody, because look, His biggest speakers had speech problems, and they were like, why would you call me, God, to speak to your people when I can't even speak? And God says, don't worry about what you think. Don't worry about what you think the world will see, and just believe in me and have faith in me that you are perfect for the role that you are supposed to play in this lifetime that you are in right now. Love who you are, exactly the way you are. You could be a mad scientist or a psycho or a cute little baby green guy. It doesn't matter. You're perfect the way you are. God does not make mistakes. So love the things the world finds imperfection. And say, I'm not an imperfection. I'm perfection. Made whole. Made human in this form, in this lifetime. Because God made me who I am. And that's who I'm supposed to be. Some people may not like it, but that's just because you're not part of their journey. They're not supposed to like it because you guys aren't supposed to waste each other's time. The ones who do like it are the ones who are meant to be there. So stop trying to fight the current and just go with the flow of who you are and who you're meant to be. The ones who love you, if they made a mistake, they'll come back. But the ones who weren't meant for you, it'll be just an easier way not to waste each other's time. Be who you are. Love who you are. Do you. Because that's how we're going to spiritually evolve. Alright guys, that's all I got for you for this week. Is that video actually went a whole lot longer than I expected. But I hope this helped. And I'll see you again next week for the self-love challenge, if I don't see you on one of the other readings before then. Alright, bye.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.